Okay, my experience about the river. Now I'm talking my personal, since a little boy swimming, playing in the river. You see, in the olden days when I grew up, my grandmom, mother, she had land as you enter out by down Victoria Street. She had land from Victoria Street right down to the river. And that's where I used to play. That's how I used to grow up in that river. And there's one thing I can tell you, bro. The community didn't stay here where we are now. The community didn't stay here. I've got pictures in now, as you can see this mountain was clear. There was no people staying. We were staying next to the river in the valley. Because to the people of this place, that river was the only water source coming down the valley for their whole livelihood, for the cattle, for the crops, for anything. So we lived next to the river. I grew up from the river. I swam in that river. I catch the water ducks in the river. We chow them at home. I used to be watching cows next to the river. I planted crops next to the river. All those things I did growing up as a little boy. And the river was a strong business. It wasn't some place where little kids could go play without parental guidance because it was a river. It was a river. But today, bro, I'm telling you straight, sitting in this place, you can never look. The river died. These people are trying to do this, they're trying to do that. I know what's the problem, and they also know what is the problem about the river. All of us, we used to live from the river, we used to drink the river, we used to eat the river, we used to swim in the river, we used to do everything from the river. The river was the most important thing in our before Khoi people, even in our history. You can see, we used to plant next to the river, live with cattle next to the river, until they came in 1800s, entered in the area. That's when they stopped all our things next to the river. Today I'm not lying, with the river dying because of us not being there. They're cleaning the river, they did what they want to do, they're fancy goodies, but they don't please the river because they don't know it's a living thing. We as a Khoi people, we've got many stories about the water nymph, how you must respect the water nymph, how you must give praises even for your water god, how you must give praises for your sun god, and they're laughing for these things. Today they're asking why the earth are dying. Some blame it on pollution, some blame it on this, some blame it on that. No one want to blame it on one thing, no one respects the earth. They who want to benefit from the earth doesn't respect it. So we must expect this crisis. The earth is dying. Now the river in Outbay, that is a river saying, I say to my friends and I say to everyone whom I met, the river feels rejected. Because the river feels we don't need it no more while we still need it. Because we see the fresh waters are drying out. But the riverside, she thinks we don't need it. She's dying. And these people are trying to say, the one thing I can say to them is to respect what we have. That's why I always say to the guys, I can't work with no political party. I can't work with no one within the government system. Because no matter what you say to those people, they got no intention of respecting this and they walk on. They got no intention of respecting some water source. They can just always look for more or buy water from another country at the expenses of these people. That's why I say that Daisa River to me, and I try to teach this to my fellow man, is something we must take back. Because I said to the guys, I know what we must do is we must close up the river with some trees, at least each side of the banks 5 meters to bring it back. And we must move back there to show the river that we need. Because they think it's just a water stream running, it's just a, we know, we as Khoi people, we've got this great number of knowing there is also some people